So here we go, boys. The buffs for the Copter radar system are here, and they are pretty interesting. I thought that we would have some nerfs as well, but overall, if you really take a look into it, it kind of feels like an overall buff. Okay, so we talked a little bit about that yesterday, but today Gaijin released some other things, and yeah, let's just test it out, okay? So the first thing is that they actually changed the size of the scan for TWS. So if we go to TWS over here, you can check it out on the radar screen there. If we change it up, you can see that the patterns are changed. So we have the bigger one, 140 degrees. We have kind of a smaller one. The weird part is the sequence where, like, if you keep clicking, there you go, but doesn't matter. As you can see, you have the smaller one, but then you have an even smaller one, which will give you a lot more of a faster update on where the target is, right? And then the normal one, right? So the bigger one, the smaller one, and this one, which is probably going to be the best when you are already detecting something. So for TWS, it really does help a lot. Also, the tracking and matching, basically, right? So the tracks, the information about targets in the radar computer, and the contact, the valid received radar beam reflection of the target, have been improved in all TWS scan modes, which basically will reduce the amount of phantom targets, which basically means that it will be a little bit more precise and a little bit faster, as you see, to detect where the target is. So although the Eurofighter had one of the worst radars of top tier, because of the size, the time that it took to actually update targets and everything, now it is a properly good radar and a properly modern radar, to be honest. It is not still an IASA radar, so it will have, the IASA will be better, the PASAs will be better, but it is still one of the best pull stopper radars in the game. You can see that it is a lot more precise and a lot faster for you to actually have a redetection. Even if you go into the broader kind of situation, you can see that although you have a little bit of a phantom target there, it is a lot less than what it was before, okay? So that is actually pretty good, okay? And another thing is the stabilization of the radar. So they actually added an electronic stabilization of the radar, so the antenna doesn't need to actually maintain a kind of a row, basically, right? So what that means is that, as you can see, we are scanning horizontally and it is stabilized. If we start to roll, as you can see, the radar maintains it there, even upside down. So it is pretty interesting to see this type of thing because, yeah, it is much better to maintain a position when you are notching, when you are cranking, when you are doing a loop or whatever. It will make, basically, it doesn't matter the roll that you have, the radar, the radar will be stabilized on where the target is. So this is actually pretty good, actually. Another thing that they changed, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to test it out here in this map, but they added a TWS GMTI that it's going to be properly working. Like I said, I don't know, I can make it work. Yeah, see, it is working properly good, as you see. So it's gonna be a new mode that you can actually use to find targets that are moving, of course. Remember, these targets need to be moving. But anyway, it is a ground mode for the radar on the Eurofighter, which is pretty good. And the last thing is that the IRST, not the IRST missile, target acquisition speed and scan speed in a wide scan zone has been increased, right? So first of all, they actually added, for example, if we go to the IRST, they added the stabilization as well. So if you roll, it will continue to scan the target in front of you, which is pretty good. And as you can see, the speed and the way that it tracks, it is a little bit broader and a little bit faster, right? So it really is pretty good. As you can see, let's test it out, the row over here. Where is the... It's... Target is like below the thing, which is kind of weird. But yeah, that is kind of weird. But as you can see, it doesn't matter what is the roll. The target is being detected by the IRST over there, right? So many fixes to the Eurofighter's radar. Overall, it's pretty much a buff. Always remember, guys, that I always talk about a buff and a nerf just for you guys to actually know how these things are working, okay? It's a way to compare if it is better or worse than what it was before. Of course, this is pretty much just a fix, right? From the radar that it should have been like this before. But, of course, it got better than what it was. So I like to use this word just to let you know in an easier manner that it got better. So overall, I thought it was kind of a nerf and a buff yesterday, but to be honest, overall, it is a pretty significant buff to this radar. So all the copters are going to receive this. Of course, the IRST buff of the row and the scan pattern and everything is not for the German one because, of course, the German one doesn't have an IRST, okay? So the camera for the F-15, all the variants, the F-16, all the variants, the F-18 in all variants, the MiG-29 in all variants, the Su-27 in all variants, the J-11 in all variants, the Su-30SM, the Su-33, and Su-34 got slightly put it backwards, basically, slightly, right? So as you can see, you can feel that it is a little bit backwards on the regards of the POV, right? So it is much better to actually take a look around and everything. So I really do enjoy this change. So all these vehicles got the camera pushed back a little bit. Another thing is the engine sound on the M109. So it got changed to its own unique design. So let's hear it. I gotta say, guys, having heard this engine in real life, because of course I live in a city that has an armored battalion, it feels and it's very similar. I don't know if it's just my head playing tricks, but it feels very, very similar to the real thing. I actually saw these tanks moving around through the city this week, right? So, yeah, very, very cool. It's actually pretty good sound. So, yeah, very nice change. And since we are already here, I'm gonna do the last, like, news over here of today. Temporary discounts for the Attacker, okay, for its anniversary. So, 30%, 5,614 Golden Eagles. If we go to the game, as you can see, here it is. It is just pretty much a normal Attacker, okay? It doesn't change much. It has still the same gun, same everything pretty much. So yeah, it's a good premium. I think it's a little bit pricey for the aircraft that it is, but at the same time, it is a rank 5, I think, right? Yeah, rank 5. So yeah, I mean, take a look on this. The C-Vixen will have pretty much almost the same rewards over here, a little bit less, a little bit more maybe, but, and it's like almost twice the price, not like 25% more the price or something, 30%, something like that. So it's, yeah, very reminiscent, or 50%. I don't know what I'm talking about. The math today, yeah. But anyway, guys, you can buy it as well, okay, guys? And that's it for today, guys. Just to let you know, the more hardcore fans, I will take 3 days off starting right now. So I will be back on Monday. If there is any news today, yeah, maybe I will check it out. But if there isn't, I will only, even if there is something else coming like tomorrow maybe that I don't know about, that there will be news about, I will probably not do a video about it, okay? Because I will be taking these days off before we get into more updates and everything. And yeah, we're gonna go to the Catarata Falls, right, with my parents. It's the anniversary of my mom, and then she wanted to go there to check it out. So yeah, pretty cool, right? So I see you guys on Monday again. I mean, you're gonna be seeing me throughout the days. I posted all the videos already, but yeah, I see you guys on Monday. And yeah, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Thank you all the patrons and members, always helps a lot. And yeah, see you guys. Bye.